One more day to go.
Yep, one more day.
Then, back to my favorite planet, Earth.
You know, Grant, we're going to miss you.
Sure.
No, really, I mean, having a character like you around really breaks the monotony.
Well, I'd love to stay, really, but,
Oh, I know. You got 100 chicks just waiting for you to call.
Well, let's not go overboard. 80 or 90, maybe?
More coffee.
Thank you, sir.
Hey.
New port secure and tested. Repressurized.
want every part of this sphere searched. I want the remains of that port collected from outside and reconstructed. I want the answer. Astronaut William Brough, killed in the line of duty, April the 12th, 1981.
There's your answer.
We've calculated that the projectile was fired from a group of rocks about 200 meters from the base. The chemical analysis hasn't told us much, except it's part alloy. One of the constituents is unknown on Earth.
Now, you're saying that a UFO landed on the moon, undetected, and one of its occupants got out and fired this projectile at Moonbase.
3 days ago, a particularly large stream of meteorites played havoc with our tracking system.
It could have landed then.
Yes, yes. And then just taken off again after the attack.
No, the interference didn't last long enough. It's still somewhere on the moon. I've had the interceptors searching for the last 24 hours.
And if they find it?
My orders are seek and destroy.
When is the next lunar launch possible?
At 1400 hours tomorrow, sir.
Alec, I'm going back to Moonbase with Commander Foster. You will assume command here.
Right.
Oh, and Alec, could you get me everything we've got on the disintegration of UFOs in the Earth's atmosphere?
Give me 30 minutes.
Commander, I want you to countermand your orders to the interceptors. Tell them to seek and observe. Yes, I know. The natural reaction is to want to hit back. I like to build Grant, too. But we know that a UFO disintegrates if it stays too long on Earth. All of our evidence suggests that it has some reaction with our atmosphere.
And there's no atmosphere on the moon.
Exactly. This may be our best chance ever to get our hands on a UFO, intact. Well, Foster, you'll be home in time for supper.
Home?
Moonbase.
those astronauts to get those aerial photos in here fast. That's the first thing he'll ask for.
The second thing, Space Tracker Harrington. The first thing is a cup of coffee. Perhaps you'll be good enough to organize that. Miss Barry.
Yes, sir?
I met your father about a month ago. I was happy to tell him I think you're settling in extremely well.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if you'd ask someone to bring the aerial photographs along to the leisure sphere, please.
Sir.
Oh, Harrington. That's with cream and sugar, please.
Yes, sir.
Infrared from 30,000 feet.
And you say it's in there.
Yes, sir. Here's a blow-up.
Ah, yes. There it is. Oh. How long would it take a moonmobile to get into that area?
It's just below the Terminator.
All right, let's set it up.
I suggest we use 2 mobiles, a couple of men in each.
Fine. Who do you suggest as crew?
I'd like a crack at that, sir.
Thank you.
Mark can handle it. He knows the area.
Fine. You can choose your own navigator.
Thank you, sir.
Now, that just leaves the other moonmobile.
I'll pick my own crewmen as well. I suggest we use a missiles operative.
As Moonbase commander, your place is in the control sphere.
Maybe, sir. But I was the one who saw Bill Grant's face as he tried to make it to that airlock.
Border control. 3 miles from Terminator.
Roger.
They'll soon be in darkness. Tell them to stick together.
Control to mobiles. Maintain close visual contact.
Roger, control. Did you hear that, Mark?
Don't worry, sir. I'll be breathing down your neck all the way.
Just under 2 miles from target.
Listen, Foster, at the first sign of trouble, get the blazes out of there, and I'll send the interceptors in. Is that understood?
Understood. But we won't need them. Out. Lights. Mark, we should be able to see them from the top of the next ridge. We'll leave the mobiles here and go in on foot.
Roger.
Right, let's go. It's there, all right.
Great. Any sign of life?
No. Control, have positive sighting of UFO.
Position?
In the center of a crater, just as it was in the aerial shots. It hasn't moved.
What does it look like?
Difficult to say. But from its attitude, it could have been damaged on landing.
Well, what about the radiation check?
Negative. It's just sitting there.
Well, I suppose it's just possible it might be abandoned.
There's only one way to find out. We'll move in 2 minutes.
Right. Yellow alert.
All air supplies A-OK.
Time check. 11:04:45 now.
Check.
Now listen. There's a rock just over that ridge. Wait till the guy ahead of you reaches it before you come over the top.
Right. Who's first in line?
My privilege.
I'll follow you.
Then Brad and Don. Any questions?
We could run into an alien out in the open.
Remember, they're expendable. We want the UFO. Hold it. Get out.
Control, the UFO has opened fire on us.
Red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Program onboard computer for attack.
Yes, sir.
Send the interceptors in, but tell them to hold their fire till I give the word.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Straker says to pull out.
We're pinned down here. Look, I'll go get a Moonmobile.
What if the UFO takes off?
It's a chance I've got to take. Give me 2 minutes.
ETA target, 4 minutes.
This is Control. How soon will you be clear?
Couple of minutes, sir.
What's the holdup?
We'll be clear any minute now, sir.
Pull back to the mobiles. Come in, Mark. Can you hear me? Come in, Mark. Can you hear me? Come in, Mark. Mark!
Interceptors, 90 seconds from target.
Something must have gone wrong. Come on, let's go.
The interceptor leader has visual contact. The UFO is lifting off.
Order the attack.
Take cover!
Maybe he was thrown clear.
If I thought there was one chance in 10 million.
It could happen.
Well, you said yourself the Moonmobile was totally destroyed. No.
take her a couple of degrees over to port. There's a back crevasse peel about 10 miles on. We'll go round it. Right. I see what you mean. About what? That crevasse field straight ahead. Rough terrain.
Help! Help! Over here! Help!
Hold it, sir.
Over here! They've seen us! Hey! Hey! Come on, wake up! We're saved! They've seen us! We're okay!
Bring an air cylinder, hurry!
Listen, listen. We're safe. We're safe. They found us. Now, you stay here. Do you understand? You stay here. Listen, there's an alien. He's back there. He saved my life. He's a friend.
He's trying to say something. Yeah, his radio's US.
Can't you hear me? An alien.
Okay, Commander, we can't hear you. Right, let's lift him up.
Don't you understand? He's a friend.
Take it easy, Commander.
What's he trying to say?
I don't know. Let's get him back to the Moonmobile.
Shall we carry him, sir? Hold it a minute.
Listen, there's an alien. He's a friend. He saved my life. Don't you understand? An alien.
Alien? He said something about an alien. An alien?
No. No. No.
Sir, the survey.
Thank you.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all.
Sighting at 0135-242. Second sighting at 0140242. Third sighting at 0145242.
Trajectory termination.
Preliminary readings indicate Moonbase area.
Red alert. Interceptors immediate launch. Check trajectory.
Same coordinates, maintaining course.
Switch to onboard computer.
Roger.
The UFOs have changed course.
Hold for further instructions. No possible error.
They veered off.
Where are they heading?
According to the readings, back the way they came.
Interceptors return to base.
I have a sighting. It's traveling too slowly for a UFO.
Meteorite?
Looks like it. Definitely a meteorite. With an ETT in area 017213.
Contact the Dalatech unit. How long to impact?
Approximately 3 minutes.
This is Moonbase calling Dalotech unit. Come in, Dalotech. Moonbase calling Dalotech unit. Come in, Dalotech.
The recorders are all in circuit.
Right. We'll gather all the substrata material we can. The radio link with the geoscanner's okay? Good. Get down. Let's take a look.
I've told Foster to keep Moonbase on green alert for the next few days.
Hey. Maybe they were after the Dalatech installation.
Oh, don't talk to me about Dalatech. I've been avoiding their president all morning.
Well, what do you got against them anyway?
They shouldn't be allowed up there, Alec. A private corporation has no business on the moon. Besides, all the valuable mineral deposits were taken away long ago. No, Dalatech is just wasting time and money.
That's their problem.
Now it's our problem, Alec.
Statistically, that was a 50,000 to 1 shot.
Yeah, a meteorite that size would be. I suppose if we finish this session, we'd better go back and check the base. A piece of debris could have punctured the outside pressure skin.
Straker.
You're a difficult man to contact, Commander.
It's in the nature of the job.
For security reroutings. My name is Blake.
Yes, the president of the Dalotech Corporation.
I simply wanted to establish contact, Commander. Thank you for your help in preparing our moon project.
Let's get one thing straight, Mr. Blake. Your moon project was approved despite my overwhelming objections. And if there's any trouble whatsoever, I shall demand its immediate withdrawal.
My team will be on the moon for a period of 10 days. What can happen in that time?
My command has a complex and hazardous mission. The presence of civilians in the area could easily jeopardize our security operations, as well as our normal procedures.
And my team will use limited radio frequencies. They'll take every precaution to avoid your installations. In fact, they've been thoroughly briefed.
Then they'll be briefed again, Mr. Blake.
Oh, whatever you wish, Commander. I'm quite sure there'll be very little contact with your base. Unless,
Unless what?
in the case of an emergency, you did agree.
To render all possible assistance. Yes.
Pressure normal on 1.
Pressure normal on 2. Come in, Dalotech. Come in, Dalotech.
Our friendly neighbors, the military. Dalotech survey base?
Colonel Foster for you.
This is Colonel Foster. We monitored a meteorite in your area.
We saw it land quite large, approximately 900 kilos, fell about 200 yards from our installations.
Yes, that agrees with our coordinates. Have you checked the pressure skin for puncture?
Yes, Colonel. Thanks for calling. Out.
Any damage?
No, everything's under control.
Good. And will you be finished on schedule?
Yes, I think so, provided those meteorites leave us alone.
Right. I think that's all. Oh, I talked to Commander Straker about that military installation near you. It's my impression that he's looking for trouble. Make sure you don't give him any.
Don't worry, we're keeping right out of their way, playing it strictly to the book.
Fine.
I'm afraid you have those Dalotech people on your back door for the next 10 days or so, Colonel.
We've had no trouble.
Just the same, I want you to go over there and make sure they're following the agreed procedure. And don't make it too easy for them.
What's happening? What's going on? Loss of signal. Run equipment check.
Breakdown in Moonbase video link. Switch in the emergency link.
Emergency link negative, sir.
I can assure you, Colonel, solar activity is minimal.
You're sure? What else can it be?
A fault in the equipment.
The checks say no. Look, run a new test series. The solar wind has disrupted communications more than once.
It's not responsible this time.
Just run the test.
Anything promising?
No, not yet.
Give me 7.
7 it is.
9.
9.
Infrared.
Infrared.
My feet out. Thank you.
Corona would be symmetrical if there were an increase in the number of sunspots.
Exactly. No unusual solar activity.
But it all fitted.
Have you considered the possibility of outside interference?
Go on.
Just an idea.
Dalotech. They're operating on limited frequencies. They could be violating the agreement.
Is there a way to check?
Just one.
Well, that completes this run. What is it? Trouble?
Why else should we receive a visit from the military?
operating well within the prescribed frequencies, Colonel.
We'll check that, Miss Carson.
Colonel, we're open to check at any time. But to switch off the geoscanner means a complete write-off for all our work. We'd have to be persuaded there was adequate reason for so drastic a step.
More than adequate reason, Mr. Tanner. Our base radio lost total contact with Earth half an hour ago.
An immediate possibility could be increased solar activity.
The solar wind? The coronagraph check shows negative.
How about a simple radio fault? Do you, check your fuses, Colonel?
We've checked everything.
And now you want to check us?
Can you think of a more logical step?
Run another communication check on Moonbase, will you, Alec?
You ordered a continuous check 30 minutes ago.
Yes, yes.
Why don't you get some sleep?
I will, but not until that video link is back.
Well, you've examined the frequency settings, Colonel. I think they prove that we followed the agreement to the letter.
It proves that you haven't intentionally been operating on limited frequencies, but you could have used them inadvertently.
Miss Carson is in charge of the geoscanner. She's very experienced.
I can imagine.
Colonel, exactly how many radio failures have you had?
One so far.
That doesn't seem too serious.
For a military organization, it could be catastrophic.
And you're absolutely convinced that we're to blame?
It seemed the logical conclusion.
Well, I'm glad we've been able to change your mind.
So am I. Except now it means I'm back at square one.
Well, you'll have to excuse me, Colonel. I have the seismic meters to service. But I'll leave you in Miss Carson's capable hands. If you have any questions, please ask her. Au revoir, Colonel.
Miss Carson,
Jane, up here formality's a little superfluous.
Paul.
All right, Paul. I have the impression you're not still 100% certain that we're not the source of your difficulties. And I can see I'm right. And I suppose next time there's a radio blackout, we're going to get the blame.
No, but it means I shall want to make an immediate check on the use of the scanner.
With a complete radio failure, how can you? We're 50 kilometers away.
We'll install a landline between here and Moonbase. That way we'll always have a direct link.
And?
The geoscanner is the only piece of equipment you have powerful enough to disrupt communications. If there's another blackout and the geoscanner isn't transmitting,
We're
then...
in the clear.
Yes.
But you'll have to take our word for it that we're not transmitting.
I'll take your word for it.
Honestly, I don't think we're to blame, Paul. I've been very careful. So have Mark and Phil.
Well, we'll install the landline immediately.
I'll wait for your first call.
I must go.
Have you seen all you want?
Yeah, I think I've seen about everything.
And are you satisfied?
Very.
Shadow Control to Moonbase. Do you read me? Shadow Control to Moonbase.
Reading you. Strength 5, voice and vision.
Immediate for Commander Straker. Moonbase contact re-established.
Yes, sir.
Stand by for video circuit tests.
Landline installation complete, sir.
Right. Dalotech base. How's reception?
Well, our own private line. I'm flattered.
Tell me, Jane, what do you do in your evenings off? Well, I know this marvelous little Italian restaurant not 200 miles from here. How about dinner?
Do they have fettuccine?
Beautiful fettuccine.
And a fat Italian mama who does all her own cooking.
You've been there.
I'll reserve a corner table.
And we'll sit and look at the stars.
And our only problem will be...
How the devil do we eat fettuccine through a 1/4-inch space visor?
Oh, listen, I've got a moonship coming soon, so I'll have to be going. Do we have it on positive track?
Yes, sir.
Control to lunar module. Switch to computer control for landing.
Roger.
Landing is go.
Thank you, Control. On computer?
Do we still have them?
I'm losing them. Radio malfunction.
Control to module. Switch to manual. Control to
This is lunar module. I have lost you. Maintaining computer control for landing.
Switch to manual. We have radio blackout.
This is lunar module. I repeat, lunar module. I have lost you. Maintaining control for computer landing.
Complete computer shutdown.
This is lunar module. This is lunar module. This is lunar module. Switching back to manual control.
He must have switched to manual, but I think it's too late.
Get a rescue team out there.
Dalotech base. Yes, Paul. But everything was turned off except the geoscanner, and that wasn't transmitting. I see.
What's wrong?
Colonel Foster's coming straight over. There's been an accident at military base, Moonship. The radio blacked out and all the crew were killed.
I say you're responsible.
I understand how you feel, Colonel, but you're wrong.
I made the mistake of believing that last time.
And what do you intend to do about it?
End your operation.
But you can't mean that.
Look, who do you think you are? You don't have the authority.
I do mean it. And I do have the authority.
But the project's almost completed.
I have no alternative, I'm sorry. Remove the circuits.
Don't touch the equipment. This is private property.
Bill, Colonel, I can't allow this. Those circuits are irreplaceable.
Exactly.
I'd like to speak to your commanding officer.
There isn't the time. And it wouldn't matter anyway. The circuits come out. Put them in the Moonmobile.
You haven't heard the last of this.
Maybe. But we've heard the last of that.
So what do we do now?
What can we do?
Carry on as best we can until we receive further instructions from Blake. In the meantime, we can go out and collect our equipment from the surface.
Fine.
Phil, you take the area we worked on yesterday. Jane, you go with him. And I'll do the section by the new crater. Okay?
What is it?
I'm not sure that matters. The point is, did we damage it with our blasting?
Was it damaged by the meteorite?
How did it get into the crater?
Foster installed it.
When? The crater's only been there for a few days.
Now, this is getting us nowhere. We've got to decide what to do about it.
So we go outside and take a closer look.
Good idea.
The decision was taken by the commander on the spot. I support that decision.
The Astrophysical Commission may have other ideas after I finish talking to them.
Well, that's your prerogative, Mr. Blake. Meanwhile, Dalotech does what it's told.
Well, you'll be hearing from me.
Sighting 4028. Confirmed speed 0 Sol 8.
I've got it.
Red alert. Interceptor's immediate launch. We've picked up a UFO.
Give me the trajectory coordinates.
Another blackout. Try and reset. Anything?
Nothing.
What the blazes is going on?
We've lost them again, sir.
And the emergency link?
We've tried it.
Keep trying.
Yes, sir. Shadow Control to Moonbase. Do you read me? Nothing, sir.
Range 20 million miles. Awaiting missing timing and attack.
Let's go back.
Where are they?
They must be working outside.
Dalotech. Another radio failure.
Yes. Both our bases are in imminent danger. Get me Tanner.
Colonel Foster.
Hello, Colonel. We were just about to call you. You know that installation of yours in that new crater?
What installation? Crater 236? Well, if there's an installation there, Tanner, it doesn't belong to us.
Still no radio contact?
No.
ETA Crater 236, 1 minute 5.
Range 5 million miles. Bearing positive.
Do we go on with our confirmation?
Our orders are to go straight in and destroy the installation.
What about the Dalotech base? It's pretty close by.
I assume Colonel Foster's thought of that.
Tanner? 90 seconds.
No time for details, but I'm confirming we're going to detonate in Crater 236. Be prepared for an explosive decompression. Good luck.
All right, get your helmet on.
I still say Foster's up to something.
We've got no choice. Come on,
Interceptor leader to Moonbase. Come in, Moonbase.
The interceptors are in position, awaiting timing and attack data.
Predict interceptors will be in range in about 40 seconds.
If they haven't altered course. Estimated proximity of Moonmobile.
They should be on target just about now, sir.
They better be.
Okay, range on target.
Range on target.
coming through. Contact AOK, trajectory 83-9-27-4.
Moonbase to interceptors. Switch to computer link for course correction and missile firing sequence.
Straker.
We've re-established contact with Moonbase, sir.
Right. Colonel Foster, what's the position?
There was an alien device near the Dalatech base. Well, we have the UFO on positive track. The interceptors are going into attack.
Missile launch, -8.5.
Well done, Captain. Return to base.
And how are the Dalatech personnel?
Well, they were shaken up a bit at first, but they're fine now. The Moonmobile is bringing them back to Moonbase.
Right. You'll have to use the amnesia procedure.
I'll take care of it. Out.
All this. I see now why Commander Straker was so reluctant to have us up here. I'd like to say, Colonel, that your position, everything you've told me, it's a safe secret with me.
Have the amnesia shots been laid on for the Dalatech team?
We're going to administer them just before takeoff, Colonel.
Well, I think I'll get some rest. See you later.
Hello, Paul.
Hi.
I wondered why they brought 2 coffee cups.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Can I get you anything?
No. Paul, I wanted to apologize.
For what?
All the trouble we caused you losing that lunar module.
Come and sit down. Look, it wasn't your fault.
There wasn't anything we could have done.
But it would have happened anyway. It was inevitable.
We never did eat that fettuccine.
We will. But when you've forgotten about this,
Forgotten?
the amnesia shots, that there's nothing to worry about. Fine. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
My pleasure.
Beautiful.
Very. And out with the boss, eh?
You know her?
I know her, but she doesn't know me. Do you remember the Dalatech affair 6 months ago?
The Dalatech affair? Yeah, I remember.
Thank you. So the Dalatech team stayed on for a couple more days.
You and Jay must have got pretty friendly.
Why did you ask her?
Very funny.
How does that old song go? Love's more beautiful the second time around, just as wonderful with both feet on the ground. Excuse me.
Excuse me. I don't think you know me, but my name's Foster, Paul Foster. Now, I would say you are some kind of geologist. May I sit down?
Why, yes. How did you know I was a geologist?